everybody, you're welcome to News by Muse with me, your favorite girl, Na Akushika Kofi, and we're going to get started right about now. I'm ready to get you informed, but are you ready? Now, don't forget to follow Muse Africa on all of our social media platforms. On Twitter, it's Muse.Africa. On Instagram as well, it's Muse.Africa. But don't forget to follow us on Instagram if you are not following us, because we are giving out special gifts to the 50th, 80th, and 90th persons to follow out of the first 100 we are going to select at random, guys. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook as well. It's Muse Africa without a dot. All right, you're welcome back. If you just tuned in, you're still watching News by Muse with me, Na Akushika Kofi, the forever beautiful one, and of course your honorable, lovely tip mistress. Now, straight into our top story for today. The Minister of Information, Kojo Opon Nkrumah, has refuted claims led by the NDC, saying that the Akufo government does not give credit to the previous government, especially the former president, John Dramani Mahama, for projects that he started. This is what the Minister of Information says.
I'm sure anybody who paid attention to the presentation of the Vice President heard him clearly speak about projects that we inherited, which we have completed, and then the new projects. For example, the Pokwase interchange, which he speaks about. He speaks clearly about the fact that it was contracted by the previous administration. What does that mean? Contracted by them as a 3-tier interchange. This administration, without adding $1 more, without increasing the cost, we negotiated it to a 4-tier interchange. So I think it's been quite clear in giving credit where credit is due, showing the projects we have completed and not abandoned, and the new projects we've done.
All right, so yes, I mean, he just cleared the air because his comments followed allegations led by the NDC, of course, as I mentioned, and the National Communications Officer, Sami Jainfi, saying that the government, the incumbent government, is seeking to substitute policy-making promises with projects led by the previous governments, the Mahama-led administration. So he just cleared the air for everyone who felt anything very, very hazy and ambiguous. Alright guys, so straight into politics. Now, the issue of sanitation is very, very sensitive to so many people, including the president of Ghana. He mentions that it's very sensitive to him and the government. So he cut the sword for the construction of the Sarkodie solid and liquid waste facility, and which is estimated, to cost about 60 million euros in Asakai and the Ifia Kwesi Municipal Assembly, ECMA, in the Western region. So this project which is going to be executed by the waste management leaders that we have in Ghana. Everybody knows them. Zoom Lion Ghana Limited and its partner, Minister of Sanitation, of course, and the Water Resources, the Sewage Systems Ghana Limited, and we also have Pureco and Comtech. So they're going to serve the over 2 million people in the Western region, Sarkodie construction to be precise. So we are hoping to see that sanitation takes its due course in the Western region after the construction of this liquid and solid facility.
I tried to show.
Alright guys, so still on politics. The Convention's People's Party, CPP, is calling on the government to prosecute anybody who is taking advantage of the fight against the COVID-19 virus to enrich themselves. Now, the flag bearer for the party, Mr. Bright Akweti, says that it is a criminal offense and must be punished. So this is what he says. The scope of the spread of the pandemic requires specialized health facilities to handle emergencies. Our health personnel are capable of managing the pandemic situation in the country, and I believe they can do much better if we have specialized health facilities in place. Now, I mean, thinking about what he's saying, he's trying to say that the health personnel are specialized people who will be able to handle people who have contracted the virus. But then if there's any other person who is taking advantage of the fight against this virus to get rich for himself, to get money for himself, to get shika for himself, then they must be prosecuted and dealt with according to the law.
I tried to show.
Alright, so we're all expecting the December elections to take place very smoothly, but then the security aspect, Mr. Dr. Festus Abuaji, says that he's calling on the government not to send any military close to where citizens are casting their ballots. You might want to know the reason why he's saying this. Take a listen.
However, it's my personal opinion that some of the missions or the tasks that we got the military to undertake, and the way and manner in which the soldiers on the ground, sought to undertake those tasks, draws the military into the political battle space, if I may use that euphemism. It's not helpful that in this election, when there is no provision in CI 126 for any form of pre-screening, that soldiers will be directed to deploy. They set up roadblocks, which now seeks to establish identities before persons go to the registration centers. Whether it was intended like that or not, the effect of it is that we have drawn the military into politics. It shouldn't happen.
All right, guys. So away from our top story in politics and straight into education, we all know that the final year students of SHS have started their exams. The WASI has commenced. Students have been writing their exams. Some of them were not happy about it. They've been involved in acts of vandalism, whilst others were jubilating, and others were also involved in acts of uncouth behavior. But then this is the development of what's going on. At the moment, we have some leaked examination papers on social media, and WAEC is addressing the issue. Away from the examination papers that were leaked on social media, we also have leaked examiners list on social media. But then WAEC has started investigations to help solve the problem. So they've reported the crime to the cybercrime unit of the Ghana Police Service, and they're about to address the issue. And they also released a press statement. So here in the press statement, they also mention that fake versions of the integrated science questions 2 and 1, social studies questions 2 and 1, chemistry, practical alternative A, and economics question 2 and 1 papers were shared on social media. Also snapshots of core mathematics to be precise. 2 papers were posted on social media platforms after the release of the paper from WAEC strong rooms. Investigations into this issue are ongoing, so we hope that they're able to do that. But I'm going to give you the development of the story as to what the minority and parliament are saying about this.
I tried to show 'em.
Alright guys, so this is not the first time this is happening in Ghana. I mean, I think in the early 2000s, an entire BEC examination written by candidates was cancelled. So they had to go back to school. Some of them had shredded their uniforms, but then they had to go back to school and write them. And I think in the early 2000s too, an English paper for WASI students too was cancelled. So I think that we have to really find a way to go about this. Well, the minority in parliament, NDC, is saying that the leaked papers should be cancelled. The students should be able to take their examinations again. I don't know what you think about it, but then I think they should. But then I feel it's going to go a long way into affecting students who were really prepared. Maybe now they won't be able to write the exams, but then if you're really serious about it, you'll be able to write it, and it's going to be beneficial to those who were very unprepared. So you can share your views on Twitter on muse.africa, and let's see what you think about the situation.
I tried to show 'em.
Alright, so away from all that and straight into business, a banking consultant, Dr. Richmond Etuahene, says that the government should review the laws governing the banking sector in the country, and that it's the reason why the fraud in the banking sector is still happening. Well, he says that thefts that have happened at the Bank of Ghana, reports reveal that the bank has lost 19.1 million Ghana cedis by its own employees in 2018. Now, he's saying that the bank doesn't really check the integrity of the staff that they employ. It's the reason that this is happening. And since the laws governing the Bank of Ghana and the bank sector is too outmoded, this is going to keep happening. So we have to review those laws. But then I don't know what you think about it. Let's have a conversation on Twitter on muse.africa. Let's get talking.
I tried to show 'em.
Alright guys, let's go straight into health, away from politics and all that. Now, whenever I'm about to talk about health, you know it's centered around COVID-19. Well, the leader of the risk communication of the national COVID-19 team, Dr. Da Costa Abuachi, says that we shouldn't be complacent in the reduction in numbers of the COVID-19 rate here in Ghana. While at the moment, in the Northeast, Savannah, Upper East and Upper West regions, we have no COVID-19 recorded cases, and the residents have been charged to help prevent themselves from contracting the virus. But here in the Greater Accra, Ashanti, Central and Eastern and Western, these regions continue to have the highest number of cases. At the moment, there's a reduction, but then we shouldn't be complacent. That's what Dr. Abuachi is saying. So here I go as your honorable and lovely tip mistress with tips on how you must keep yourself safe from contracting this deadly virus. Don't forget to wash your hands under running water with soap. Not soap that has been lying down for days and all the chemicals are dead. I mean legit soap, okay? And use your sanitizers all the time. Wear your face masks and shields. Now, I've been noticing something. People have been wearing the face shields without the face masks. I think it's cosmetic because you still have air passing through in there in the face shield. So you might want to wear the face mask and the face shield at the same time. And that's another tip. You must also keep a very, very healthy diet because your immune system needs to be able to fight any sign of the virus wherever you may see it. So keep yourself safe. Still on cleaning and sanitation, some departments of the Ghana Police Hospital will be fumigated from tomorrow, August 21, 2020 to Sunday, August 23, 2020. They want to ensure that every place is clean, but then it's not the entire hospital, it's just some departments. So that's just some announcement for you. Straight into tech in a minute, guys. Gmail, Google Docs, Google Drive, and other Google services have been restored for everyone. Well, I noticed it was a bit faulty. Now, secondly, BlackBerry 5G phone with physical keyboard is set to debut in 2021. Now, finally, we have Instagram rolling out suggested posts and allowing users to scroll endlessly. So that's what I have for you for tech in a minute. Right, guys, so straight into some sports news. I don't really like Barca, but I still have to make this announcement. So Barcelona has appointed the former player and head coach of the Dutch national team as their new head coach. So congratulations to you, Ronald Koeman, for this appointment. Right, so Bayern Munich is set to face PSG on Sunday, 7 p.m. prompt for the UEFA Champions League finals after they trashed Lyon in a 3-0 win. Whew. See, Leon, it's not every day that you're beating Jollof. When you trash Manchester City and you score them 3-1, you were so happy. Right now, they've also done you some. So we're looking to see. I'm going to watch the match. So if you want to watch the match with me, you can send me a DM on my Twitter handle. It's now__Shika_. And let's go and have some fun. But bring your nose mask when you're coming along. Well, it's the entertainment segment in a bit. Don't forget to follow Muse Africa on all of our social media platforms. It's Muse.Africa on Instagram especially, because we're giving out special gifts to the first 100 to follow. We're going to select out of random the 50th, 80th and 90th persons, and we're going to give you a very, very special gift.
But finally, Sarkodie has come out. In fact, he came out yesterday to talk about it. He monetized the press release on his channel, and he said a lot of things. He actually confirmed and affirmed certain allegations that were raised against Stonebwoy. But at the end of the day, I think it all came back to peace. Okay, so let's go to my next topic, which is Mzvee. Mzvee has dropped a song that is Baby, and she's touring like a radio tour to promote the song. But then they asked her something. You know, there's this perception that once you leave Lynx Entertainment, you can't make it on your own. So she was being asked about all the deals she had. You know, Mzvee had a deal with Bitter Malt and some other big companies. Yeah. Oh, great. Oh, great. Yes. So they talked about it and her opinion to the matter. That is all the deals she had while she was at Lynx and not being at Lynx, how things are faring with her. Let's watch the video.
I mean, the contracts expired before I left. But UNICEF, I've been working with them. Last year, I went to... I did some projects with them, so yeah, those ones are still happening. The NGOs, those ones are still happening, but Better Malt, My Stoves, the contracts ended before I left. Yeah.
Do you have plans of renewal?
No, I mean, it's up to the client to say we want to sign you again. I signed to Better Malt 2 years consecutively, so I mean, that's done. Not to say I'm proud of, I don't know how to say, but I have turned down a few endorsements since the year began. So
On what grounds?
Partly because it didn't gel with my brand, and then maybe they wanted me badly, but they didn't want to pay exactly what, and I don't compromise.
I had a chance to talk to Sister Fia. yes. Sister Fia is dropping, in fact, she has dropped a song, Party, that features Famille. And
cool.
So for a party song, some people were expecting bye-bye. You know who bye-bye is? Kwamina MP. So that you come and make the party fine. But Sister Fia had something very interesting to say about why she went ahead to feature Famille and not a bye-bye. Let's watch.
Famille just added the perfect spice to the song. And then I'm happy I chose him. But I didn't choose him because I was forced to choose him. No, I felt like he's the right person to be on the track. And then since we are very close, he's like family to me. So why not? It was the most. Family is very. Every time I ask him to do something, he just does it. Like he's such an amazing person.
Okay.
So he was the right person. He was the right fit for the song.
Yes, so I have listened to the song.
Yes. Oh, I have to. I've seen the video. It's very colorful.
Yeah, and I think Famille was a perfect fit as she intended for it to be. Well, this is all I brought, but today
give us one line. I mean, you really like to stay here, so you have to be able to sing the song.
We go party all night. I'm not musically inclined. She just wants to expose me on the show. I can't sing, but it's a good song. You have to go and stream it on all of the streaming platforms.
Yes, they have.
By the way, hey, why today? What is happening? You're so high for my entertainment. Why?
Oh, wait, I'm always high for your entertainment, girl. Alright, guys, it's a wrap, but then I have to go, but not for good. But before I go, one of our own is ill. He goes by the name Ray Styles, Emmanuel Apraku, and his works of art are absolutely amazing. But then unfortunately, he's been sick for some time and he needs our support and help. We have to gather an amount of £40,000, $55,000 if translated. That's a whole lot of money. But then, kitue biensa, fioko penny ubana. So, you can send your donation to 024-949-5920. 024-949-5920. Let's help him so he can get to hold his pencil again. His name on social media is also Penciled Celebrities, Ray Styles. So you can check him out and see what he does. And you know I'm not exaggerating. So you can send your number to this, your donation, to this number. And let's help him recover from this ungodly disease. So I'm about to go. I hope you enjoyed that session with Tilly Nipa. Well, it's always exciting, but then I'm not going to leave without telling you to give Muse Africa a follow on all of our social media platforms. On Facebook, it's Muse Africa without the dot. Now on Instagram and Twitter, it's muse.africa. Follow us on Instagram if you're not following, because we are giving out special gifts to the first 100 to follow. But then only 3 people are going to get the gift. You might be one of the lucky ones. So we're going to select out of the 100, the 50th, 80th, and 90th persons who follow. And we're going to give you a very, very, very special gift. My personal handle on Twitter is na__shika_, and on Instagram is na_akushika Kofi. Sorry. Don't forget to follow Muse by Muse on Instagram and Twitter. It's Muse by Muse Official. Have a good evening. I love you.